Hey gang, Chad Madden here, and wanted to record a quick video for you in case you missed it. But uh, here very recently, we did the State of PT webcast, and this was really for you as a private practice owner. And the guests were Chris Redding, who is the president and CEO of USPh, and also Neil Tricka, the founder and CEO of Practice Promotions. And in it, we were talking specifically about direct access marketing. And there was a very key point in there. And I just wanted to re-emphasize it for you right now, because the question was, like, what do you do about competition? And that was the general context. And it was, how do we go direct to the consumer? That's what we were talking about. And Chris Redding shared something very profound. And he said, back in 2008 to 2009, maybe even 10, when we were in somewhat of a depressed economic cycle or recession, he said, what we predicted is that our competition would pull back. And that's what most of us do as private practice PTs. Whenever finances get tight, we pull back specifically on a couple different areas. Number one is expansion, right? So we're not out there buying space. We're not hiring more people. And the other one is on marketing. And he said, we knew those things were, and I'm paraphrasing here, we knew those things were about to go on sale, and we doubled down. Rather than stop, we leaned forward, we leaned into it, and we popped out on the other end once the economy recovered, and now we had significantly more market share. And I think that's key for you, whether you're running 500 plus clinics, the CEO of 500 plus clinics like Chris is, or whether you're just a one person shop, a one PT shop, the same principles apply. And the reason that it resonated with me so well is because it's actually what I did. Also, I went through the same exact experience. We were a 4,000 square foot clinic back in 2009, and we decided to expand right as the economy was crashing into 12,000 square feet. Now, I had a lot to learn along the way and made some mistakes there, but nonetheless, we leaned into it. And by the time 2011 rolled around, we were in a significantly better position than we were just 2 short years before. So that's the idea, that when times get tough, what most people, what 90 to 95% of the population does is they pull back and they stop. And you don't want to do that, right? You want to lean forward, lean into it, pop out on the other end. It's a time to get more aggressive. And there's lots of cliches around this. I'm sure you've seen the Warren Buffett comment where he basically said, when everybody's greedy in the marketplace, you want to be cautious. When everybody's cautious, you want to be greedy. And that's exactly what he was referring to here. And Chris just put it in the context for a private practice owner, and I thought it was very profound. There's also one more reference I'm going to leave you with, and then I'm going to sign off here. But Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, he told a story about that he was a helicopter pilot in the Vietnam War. And in the training, when they were doing the simulation, he said pretty much what happens is for most pilots, if their helicopter gets hit, or if they're hit, they pull back. And that is the sure way to death. It's very much the same way in business. And he said, what they taught us to do and what we had to, create a new reflex around is that when we were hit, when our helicopter was hit, we actually had to lean forward, pick up speed. It's very counterintuitive, but that was the only way, even though there was a slim chance of survival, that was the only way that we could possibly survive. Because if we pulled back, we wouldn't survive. If we leaned forward, we could pick up speed, and there was a chance that we could land safely if we could find the right place to land. So very important business lesson for you. I know it's counterintuitive. It was a nugget that came up on the State of PT webcast yesterday. So thanks to Chris for sharing that. It was awesome. I had the chance to connect with him, just messaging back and forth afterwards, and loved that he shared that. I thought it was a golden nugget, and just a behind the curtain, pulling the curtain back scene of a very smart business person that is basically we can emulate and admire and learn from, right? So very cool stuff there. Again, this is Chad from Breakthrough. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching this video. If you found this helpful and you want to learn more, then head over to learnwithbreakthrough.com to access our free, in-depth training tutorials. That's learnwithbreakthrough.com. Thanks again for tuning in.